Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here for Color Rush Studio today. I am continuing to work with my August 2024 Golden Days kit, and today is a pretty cool day because the Color Rush Studio has introduced cut files for the collections to go with each kit each month. And so I'm going to have a play with this month's heart cut file. This is designed by Gia Lau. And so what I thought I would use this cut file for is a back to school layout. And this is for Addison going into 8th grade. So let's see what that year was. 2016, I believe. Yes, it was 2016. It feels like a lifetime ago. But what I thought I would do is sort of split the heart cut file in half. Not literally, but the photograph itself is going to take up one half of the heart on the left-hand side. And then the right-hand side, I'm going to back with the pattern papers in the collection. And so you can see where I've already cut out the backing pieces for the cut file, and I also printed and cut the photo to go ahead and glue those in. That's what I'm doing on video now. And I tried to be pretty intentional about which pattern papers I chose. I'm using the brown heart pattern paper. They're really sweet little hearts there, hand drawn, different colors there. So there's most of the hearts are actually green, not brown. My apologies. And then there's also some yellow hearts, purple hearts, and green hearts. And of course, the cut file itself, I cut out of a darker teal kind of color. And then I'm also using that beautiful stripe pattern paper, one of the florals. And I chose this floral because it also has this brown sort of grid background, which means that the florals aren't kind of center to that pattern paper. And then I also pulled in the book pattern paper, of course, because that's perfect for a school themed layout. And I love that that's part of the kit here. So I'm going to continue and finish up gluing all of these on. I was pretty methodical about how I placed the pattern papers. Since there were 3 pattern papers, each one will show up twice within the cut file. So that's pretty fun. And that's also, I have to say that this is one of the easiest cut files that I've ever backed. So cool on that. Now, I do also have a solid piece of craft cardstock to stabilize the entire layout and add a little bit of a brown craft border to the entire layout. And so what I'm going to do here, let me put those little excess cut pieces to the side. And I think I'm going to adhere everything a little bit on the diagonal. Just to shake things up a bit, I went ahead and distressed the edges around the heart pattern paper. And of course, this ties in perfect with the heart cut file, right? All about some love here on this layout. And just reflecting overall how I feel about these days that we got to experience raising these children and being a part of their lives. It's just really been a cool thing for us as parents of 4 kids, as a blended family. And I feel really lucky that I got to be and I get to be part of Addison's life. So always putting those little tiny thoughts and philosophies into my pages. Of course, they're all about product too, but at the center of it all is absolutely the love and the moments that I've cherished with them. So I pulled a few of the embellishments. Of course, the book-themed embellishments are high up on the priority to go onto this page. I ran out of staples there, so went ahead and grabbed my replenishments for the Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher. For my date, I went ahead and stapled one of the tabs at the top of the layout, and then I just stamped the date onto the back of one of the pattern papers, and I'm going to adhere that to that tab at the top of the page. And this is just a simple way. If you don't have a label, or you don't want to use a label, you still want to use your pattern papers in the collection, then go ahead and try that. That was just one of the offcuts from the heart-shaped pattern paper when I sized that down. I'm using one of the bracket labels for the number 8, and I just hand wrote the TH after that. And then I'm going to build the title here to say off to 8th grade. And I'm going to place it right over the pattern paper half of the heart die cut. And notice how the title begins right at his eye level. And I think that's a great way to say, yo, here's the focal point here of the layout. I want you to look right here. And I always talk about this in my process videos over and over and over again about how the best design of a layout tells your eye exactly where to go. And I feel like that makes this a great page design here. Very simple. Very simple, and notice how I'm still keeping most things on the page still pretty simple and minimalist, as minimalist as I can get. I don't confess to be a minimalist in any way, but for the guy layouts in my life, I do tend to try to hold it back just a little bit to suit more of their personalities. I, of course, wanted to incorporate one of these beautiful canvas flare buttons from Scrap and Happy. And so I layered that onto one of the book die cuts. And this is the one with a book, with a book scene on it, of course, to tie in. And then the last thing that I'm going to do is add my journaling here, just right underneath the title. Very easy to find. I am journaling directly onto the pattern paper. Sometimes you can get away with that. If you feel like your pattern paper is too dark or it's not popping well, do a little bit of gesso to help your journaling pop a little bit better. And then this old favorite, my old favorite line stamp. If you've watched me since the very beginning, you know my love affair with that line stamp. It's not available anymore. But at any rate, I went ahead and added some lines to the journaling. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'll have links down below for you, and I'll see you back here again real soon. Bye-bye.